Welcome to another Godly Guide. Today we take a look at the undisputed Queen of the Jungle, Arachne. In Greco-Roman mythology, Arachne was an accomplished mortal weaver who boasted that her skill was greater than the goddess Athena. Offended by Arachne's arrogance, Athena challenged the mortal to a spin-off, the ancient equivalent of a modern-day graffiti battle. Arachne's tapestry greatly surpassed the elegance of Athena's, and in an envious rage, Athena turned the once beautiful Arachne into a grotesque spider.
The brood is ready.
Arachne is a physical carry, jungler, and adept ganker. Arachne's passive is Poison Claws. Whenever Arachne hits an enemy, she also applies a stack of poison that deals 30 damage as well as 10% of your physical power over a period of 3 seconds. This effect stacks up to 3 times and is refreshed whenever you deal physical damage. Arachne's primary ability is Broodlings. Arachne lays a cluster of spider eggs that acts as a ward, but if opponents venture too close, the eggs hatch, spawning 2 spiderlings that slow enemies and deal a significant amount of damage. A maximum of 5 eggs can be deployed at any one time. Broodling is possibly the most versatile and interesting ability in the entire game, but we'll talk more about that later. Arachne's secondary ability is Drain Life. As the name would suggest, Arachne jumps on her target, draining 420 health at max rank, in addition to 15% of your physical power over a period of 3 seconds. While the target is being drained, they are also silenced. However, stun, fear, and silence effects will knock Arachne off of her prey. Early game, the damage from Drain Life is moderate, but by late game, the ability is only effectively used to regain lost health, or to follow a target through a leap. Arachne's final normal ability is Tangled Web, which slows enemies by 20 to 40% and persists for 10 seconds. There is a rather lengthy travel time associated with Tangled Web, so it is best used preemptively. Arachne's ultimate is Cocoon, which fires a long web at her enemies. If Cocoon hits a god, the web pulls the target to Arachne, stunning them and dealing 300 damage as well as 50% of your physical power. In short, it's a pull, but what makes this ultimate so amazing is the fact that it does not collide with minions, allowing you to grab players even if they are hiding behind a creep wave. Arachne is most effective when played as a jungler. I purchase Hand of the Gods, a Warrior Tabi, and 3 health potions as starting items. As soon as the game begins, I rush to blue camp and lay 4 eggs. I then make my way to green, laying my last egg there. I use Hand of the Gods on the green camp while my spiderlings kill blue. If executed properly, I should be level 2 and have both the green and blue buffs before the minions have even made it to the lane. From there I tackle red buff and then check to see if the enemies in my lane are overpushed. Ganking at level 2 might not be the most exciting gameplay to watch, but it sure is effective. I lay an egg there which damages Sobek, and I use my Drain Life to keep on Ymir and ultimately get the kill. Turning around then, I keep auto-attacking Sobek, and here's an auto-attack followed by an auto-attack into another auto-attack, and he's dead. Excluding ganks, my jungle route is as follows: blue, green, red, yellow, orange, white. It's important to keep in mind that ganking a lane or helping defend always takes priority over finishing the route. Let's take a look at a properly fed and farmed late game Arachne. Here a friendly hell is being chased by what would appear to be their entire team. Opening up with a Cocoon on Zeus, I land a heavy crit there, neutralizing him before he can detonate his charges. Moving on to focus their squishies, I aim Anubis but crit Hell. Anubis lays down an AoE, and Ymir decides to ult. I aim for a Drain Life on Hell, barely making it out of Ymir's ult there, regenning a lot of lost HP, and I finish up this kill with a crit. The only thing left to do at this point is whittle down Ymir and ultimately pick up the quadra kill. Here are my skill and item build orders, which are also available in the description if you're looking for an image to keep open during a match. A jungle map can be found there as well. Before we wrap up, here are 3 tips which I have found to be very helpful to keep in mind when playing Arachne. Number 1. Use your broodlings as wards. Once the jungle route is finished, eggs will only be used one at a time in combat, if at all, so there's no reason not to have 5 eggs up around the map to keep an eye on enemies. Number 2. Attempt to use Cocoon on unsuspecting targets. Cocoon can be tricky to land when you first start playing, especially if the enemy is expecting it. And finally, number 3. Solo the Giant Fury whenever it's up. The Giant Fury is underutilized in general. Killing it whenever it spawns can give your team a big gold boost throughout the course of the game, and Arachne can solo it easily as early as level 12 or 13. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and comment for more guides and your chance to win one of 3 beta keys being given away over the next few days. Best of luck jungling and have fun.